Good morning. Thank you for joining our 6 a.m. moment of spiritual practice, Pacific time, or whatever time you are joining us from. Thank you for joining. And I see we have visitors from Tasmania and Australia and Europe and Canada, Mexico, Peru, United States of America. So let us know where you're tuning in from. It's so wonderful. I imagine strands connecting us to each other as we practice together. And thank you for sharing the broadcast. And thank you for letting us know how this practice is touching your life. I just love reading the comments. This daily practice is broadcast on the Spiritual Leaders Facebook page, on Centers for Spiritual Living's Facebook page, on the World Ministry of Prayer Facebook page, and also on Centers for Spiritual Living YouTube channel. In the description of each broadcast is the link to the YouTube channel if you want to share that with people who are not Facebook users. Also in the description is the link to the World Ministry of Prayer, where you can get additional supplemental prayer support. Today's reading, the 13th of June. By now, you probably have noticed that you have a style that you prefer when it comes to affirmation and meditation and contemplation. I know I certainly do. I prefer language that is affirmative and in the style of not combative language, more harmonizing language. But every now and then, Dr. Holmes uses this technique, which is a type of a rebuttal, an argument of not this but that. It's a metaphysical technique, denial, and it can be very powerful when consciousness is blocked and locked. So today, I'm going to go with it. And so I invite you to settle in with me as we take in these words. I recognize my identity in spirit. My knowledge that the great I am, spirit, is always available gives me an increasing capacity to draw on it and to become inwardly aware of this presence of spirit within me. And through this, my quiet contemplation of spirit, I learn to look quietly and calmly upon every condition in my life and to see through it to the other side of the invisible spiritual reality that is the truth of all of my life's conditions and affairs. I see through everything to see that my life is built on a perfect divine pattern. This contemplation then allows me to have penetrating spiritual vision with which I dissipate the obstructions in my life. This penetrating spiritual vision removes obstacles in my thinking and dissolves in my experience conditions that are counter. Standing still in this practice, then, I watch the working of spiritual law with calmness. So I claim health to replace any illness in me. I claim a sense of abundance to replace any sense of lack in me. I claim joy to saturate every part of my being. And in this way, in spiritual practice, I develop a mastery over the sense of my creative mind to replace one kind of thought with another. And in this way, I am proving the working of spiritual law. In this moment of spiritual practice, every fear thought dissolves, is removed from my awareness, so that I'm shored up with strength and confidence. For this moment, I drop all limitation as best as I can, so that I'm shored up with an energy of constructive thinking, which in itself is the producer of vibrancy, wholeness in me, harmony, happiness. This opens me up to be further inclined to love the world, to connect compassionately. I know that there is something at the center of my being that is absolutely aware of itself, certain of itself in me. And this in me, this something in me, is itself assurance. And I get my assurance from it. And my assurance is that there is a wellness, a goodness, a rightness that I am channeling, drawing upon, and expressing into my world today. And so it is. Thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you again. Have a blessed day.